Hi, my name is Alexis Giselle. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this everyday makeup look. So if you're interested to see how I did this, just keep watching. I'm just going to go ahead and prep my skin with my MAC Skin Refine Zone. This is it's like a primer for oily skin. So this helps to keep my face matte. So I'm going to put this basically all over my face where I get oily. So now I'm going to move on to eyebrows, and I'm using the e.l.f. This is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and this is the neutral brown color. Okay, so now that I have my brows on, I'm going to go ahead and conceal, and I'm going to use the Chanel concealer. This is the shade 91 Caramel. I'm going to use this Morphe brush to sculpt it out, and this is the M432 brush. I'm just dragging the color down to blend it. So I'm just going to use the same concealer and cover up those marks. And this is just going to make sure these get all the way covered. I'm going to take my concealer brush. I don't remember the name of this one. It's like a small buffer brush. And you really just want to press it into the skin. You don't really want to drag because that's going to shear out the color. You want to just tap it. So when you tap it, it keeps the color where you want it to be. Foundation, I use the Lancome. This is the Teint Idole Ultra Wear 24-hour foundation, and it has SPF 15. So I'm the shade 465 Suede C. And blend it down into your neck. This is just a Wet n Wild buffer foundation brush. Once you have your foundation on, you want to go ahead and conceal. So I'm going to be using the same concealer, the Chanel one. And I'm going to do underneath my eyes. Bring it up a little bit on my nose, on the sides. And when I do this on my nose, it's going to help with the contouring. I'm going to do some on my forehead. Bring it down the nose, the chin, and right here underneath the nose. And just connect it. So I like to use the same foundation brush to go ahead and blend out my concealer. For the smaller areas, I like to use that concealer brush. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, their cream contour palette. Using this shade right here. This is the shade Carob. And do a line underneath my nose. This is gonna lift your nose. Do a line right here. Just gonna give that button nose look. And I'm gonna go along the sides of my nose, kind of following the brow bone. Go ahead and contour the sides, just at the top. So you feel how where your nose goes into your eyebrow. That's where you want to contour. And I'll go ahead and add this contour on my cheeks as well. And when you add this one, you want to do a little bit above your cheekbone. So I'm going to go ahead and blend with my big foundation brush. Your concealer and your contour where you want it to go, you're going to want to set. I use the Laura Mercier powder and the powder puff. So this is just the translucent Laura Mercier powder, and what I do is I turn it upside down, shake it around, and voila. Then I take my powder puff, this is also Laura Mercier powder puff, dab it into the powder, and then place it where you put the concealer. And press it in. The powder really blurs texture and pores, so it's gonna make your face look really smooth. And if you're oily like me, it also helps to keep your face matte. So sometimes I go a little crazy. So while we're letting the powder sit, we're gonna go ahead and add powder, bronzer, and contour over where we already contoured. So for bronzer, I'm using the Bobbi Brown. This is the deep bronzing powder. And this is also a Morphe brush, but the name rubbed off. But it is like a dense powder brush. And like I said, we're just going everywhere where we put the cream contour. so for my nose, the Bobbi Brown powder is a little bit too red, so I use the Hoola bronzing powder. And this brush is also by Morphe. It is the Morphe M572. So it's very thin and it can get right on the sides of your nose really nicely. And if you really want to be extra snatched, you can go under your contour with the leftover powder. Don't really need to get any more powder, and just kind of carve out your cheekbone. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start dusting off the powder. I let most of the powder just sit there because, like I said, it really helps if your skin is oily. Now we're gonna start with the eyes, and for an everyday look, I don't want to do too much. I kind of want something light, something quick. So I'm just gonna take my same concealer and put this on my eyelids as a base. And blend that using our concealer brush. Okay, so while the concealer is a little bit wet still, we're gonna take a fluffy eyeshadow brush. This is also by Morphe, it's M441. And we're gonna take our same bronzer, fluff it around in there. I'm just gonna put that all over the crease of our eye. On your whole lid if you want to. That's what I normally end up doing. So now I'm gonna finish off my face. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my blush. So for blush, I use the Anastasia Blush Trio. This is the Very Adore Trio. And this is the IT Cosmetics. This is like their Flawless Blush Brush. And I normally use the shade right here, which is called Desert. So to highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use this Sigma. This is the High Cheekbone Highlighter Brush, the F03. And I'm using my Amrezy Anastasia highlighter. To set my face, I've been using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. This is the mattifying version, but they also have the normal one, which is the black one. So I use either one of these, but I've just been trying this one out lately and it's cool, so we're gonna use it today. Just gonna shake, and then the only thing with this one, don't spray too much because it does spray out like powder, so you don't want to get too much powder in your face. It smells really good though. You see what I'm saying? Like, it feels like a blob of powder. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my mascara. This is the ColourPop BFF mascara, and this is the black one. It's called Black on Black. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get my lashes ready. So I use these ones. These are by Kiss. They are the Wispy number 10s. So these are my favorite lashes. You can get these at pretty much any hair store. For eyelash glue, I like to use the Duo. This is just the blue and white Duo. It's the one that goes on white but dries clear. So I just squeeze a lot until it comes out like this. And then I just rub it against the lash. And I make sure I get a lot on the corners, so you guys can see this. Okay, so when I go to put these on, I basically have my mirror a little bit below my eye, and I hold it from the middle of the lash, place it in the center, and then connect the sides. Okay, so while it's drying, I usually like to add some eyeliner in my waterline, and lately I've been liking using a nude liner. So this is the MAC, this is the Risque, the technical, and I just feel like the nude really gives you more of like a fresh look, so that's why I like doing nude in my everyday makeup look. As you can see, this just opens up your eyes a lot more. We're just using the same mascara from earlier. And I like my bottom lashes to be thick, so I'm gonna put a lot on there. We're gonna move on to the last step, which is lips. So no matter what look I do, I normally always do this lip combo, and this is just gonna be a brown lip liner, literally any brown lip liner. I like the NYX ones. This is the espresso shade. So we're just gonna line our lips with this. Show two different lip looks. I'm gonna do a matte and I'm gonna do a gloss, so basically it's 2 in 1. Okay, so the first lipstick is going to be this MAC. This is one of the Powder Kiss lipsticks. This is the shade Impulsive. So this is a really good nude for brown girls, and I really like the Powder Kiss lipsticks because they're matte but they're not dry. That's what this one looks like. I really like this one actually. I lucky want to keep it matte, but I'm gonna add a gloss just so you guys can see what it looks like with the gloss. I always use the Fenty glosses. This is the Fenty Fussy Gloss Bomb. You basically just turn it into a glossy shade. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this demo, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Pretty Rican. Also my business page, Alexis Giselle Makeup. I'm accepting new clients, so just DM me to book an appointment, and follow me on YouTube at Alexis Giselle for more videos like this. Thanks, bye.